when we were speaking previously, what kind of interested me and what I want to dive into a little bit with you saying is we were talking about DATs.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning how there's this question of where is the DAT trend going to go? It's extremely frothy right now. We see a new $1 billion+ treasury raise or attempted treasury raise, I suppose. Every week it feels like there's a couple of these coming to Solana now. And where's this all going to go? What why is this not going to blow up and create a crypto winter? And the argument you were making is that some of these DATs can actually, especially the Solana DATs, can invest in DeFi. And if you look at something like Fragmetric that needs to find TVL sources to create yield, these treasury companies with tons of SOL sitting around need to do something with it. And obviously you're in town for DeFi Dev Corp's NASDAQ bell ringing. So yeah, hopefully I didn't steal your thunder too much or give too much away, but say kind of what your idea is of how DATs and restaking can kind of work together.
Yeah, so actually I told Jack that I strongly believe that all the Solana DATs will bring Solana DeFi summer yesterday. It's not a financial advice, but so actually the reason is that the DAT boom is like started by MicroStrategy, but I think there are lots of ETH DATs these days, like Bitmine or like I forgot the name, Sharplink Gaming or Ether Machine, but also like it's coming to Solana, right? Like everyone like is announcing that they are doing like 1 billion pipe, and like 2 days ago, Sharp Technology announced that they're doing 400 million Solana, and the FDV has more than 300 million of Solana. So like, but the problem is that as many people know, Solana has really big inflation rate. And for that, the most biggest problem they need to solve is how to hedge this inflation. So in my personal opinion, I think in this free market, like retails have to choose one DATs in between more than 10 of Solana DATs. And I think it depends on how much yield they are generating. So for example, the FDV is like they launched their own LST named DFDV Sol with Sanctum, and they are restaking it with Fragmetric, and they are getting Frag Sol, and they made it as a PT Frag Sol for the like 10% fixed yield in Exponent, and then they landed in Camino, so they are generating like 11 to 12% yield per year. So I think it's decent number, and it can exceed the Solana inflation rate. So if they accumulate more Solana, they need to utilize this Solana in more DeFi ecosystem so that they can make better yields for like retails. And their major goal is to achieve the best SPS, which stands for SOL per share. So I think it will help a lot of SPS growth. And I'm pretty sure that other DATs have to like make their own strategy to like how to like make better yield with their Solana. So I'm pretty sure that they will need to utilize their treasury souls in lots of DeFi protocols. And that's why I'm thinking that it'll bring like Solana staking, restaking, and even DeFi summer.
Interesting. I was pulling up data here and I missed. You said something of like a ratio between ETH and SOL, or like 10 for every one with these DATs. What was that point again?
Oh, so actually, as we know, like there are lots of Solana DATs coming these days. Yeah. And what I meant is that retails have to invest in some DATs, like Solana DATs, and they need to choose between more than 10 Solana DATs. And the criteria would be how much yield they are going to generate with their SOL treasury.
Gotcha. And so the point you're making is that also Solana has this high inflation rate, and that factors into it. So that's what I was pulling up here. There's a 7% staking APY right now on Solana.
Yeah.
That rate is closer to 3% on Ethereum, I believe, or 2% even. So what does that difference in staking reward rate between Solana and Ethereum have to do with this?
So actually, like I also think that like all the ETH stats need to build their own DeFi strategy to exceed 3% of their staking rate. And as I know, the Ether machines, they are gonna leveraging restaking like in eigenlayer or symbiotic to make the better yields. And I also think that that would be one of the advantage that like them to win the ETH stats wars. And also same in Solana. So I believe like the DATs who are gonna utilize DeFi as much as they can would win this war between all the like DAT booms.